So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kelly Bland and I am the FCS agent in Ohio County. And I am going to teach you that laughter is a must in marriage. So how many of you enjoy laughing? Yeah, better than crying for sure. Yeah. So you will be pleased to know that it is actually good for you and your relationships. Today, we're going to explore the benefits of laughter, what prohibits us from laughing, and how to create laughter in our marriage. So, like all good programs, we're going to start with a pop quiz. So you will have these in your handouts if you're teaching the lesson, but we're going to do it together today. If you already have the answers, don't. Because you probably already have the answers in your program evaluation. Here's that. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. I said don't cheat. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to answer your questions. So while you're finishing that quiz up, today we're going to learn about some facts about laughter, benefits of laughter, what keeps you from laughing, and then how to increase laughter. So the answers for that pop quiz. So gelotology is the study of laughter. True or false? It's false. It does. Oh, it does say false, doesn't it? Bless my heart. It does say false. That's the truth. It's a bit of a play on words. Gelotology, which is Gelotolgy, is the study of laughter and its effects on the body from both a psychological and a physiological perspective. So the next question, you are more likely to laugh alone than in the presence of others, is false. Laughter is a social behavior. A researcher, Robert Provine, found that you are 30 times more likely to laugh with someone than when alone. I don't know about you, but I do laugh at myself sometimes. So there are times that I do laugh alone, but I do believe that, yes, I laugh more with my friends than with anyone else. All right, children learn to laugh by watching movies and or TV. False. Children learn to laugh through play, so we tend to use it as a sign of play. So imagine, I mean, when you have a little baby or a toddler and you make funny faces or things like that, the baby will usually end up laughing, which I don't know about you, but when a baby laughs, it just makes my heart so happy. I just want to make it laugh some more. So the next one, children take cues from their parents' laughter. That is true. Children learn from the laughter of their parents, the seriousness or the threat of a situation or conversation. So laughter is a universal language for understanding or agreement. And that is true. Laughter shows agreement and understanding. Canned laughter or a laugh track makes people laugh. That's true. A 1974 study revealed that subjects were more likely to laugh and find jokes funny when the jokes were followed by a recorded sound of laughter. Laughter is contagious. The average adult laughs 17 times per day, and that is true. The average child laughs less than the average adult, which is false. Kids laugh way more than adults in a day. It is part of their development. They have more social time, less filters, and less worry about stress. So some of the benefits of laughter. Laughter relaxes the whole body. A good hearty laugh relieves physical tension and stress, leaving your muscles relaxed for up to 45 minutes after. So another benefit of laughter is it burns calories. Okay, but it's not going to be a replacement for the gym. But one study found that laughing for 10 or 15 minutes a day can burn approximately 40 calories. Woo! Which could be enough to lose 3 or 4 pounds over the course of a year. So I do want to say, some of you know I teach yoga. There is a laughter yoga and so when I read this, it just made me think of that. It was the most ridiculous class I've ever took when I was a yoga, when I was going through my yoga teacher training, but it is available on YouTube. So you can Google or you can YouTube laughter yoga and you will find lots of videos. And so a lot of those classes are 10 to 15 minutes long and they're free on YouTube. So it's a good way if you're not somebody who finds humor in a lot of things, it's a good way to mimic laughing. And then what happens is that you do start laughing in it, but you're going to feel ridiculous. So do it by yourself at home before you invite friends over to join you. Okay. So laughter triggers this release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. Endorphins promote an overall sense of well-being and can temporarily relieve tension and pain. So the benefits of laughter. Laughter protects the heart. It improves the function of blood vessels and increases blood flow, which can help protect your heart against heart attacks and other cardiovascular problems. It boosts the immune system. It decreases stress hormones and increases immune cells and the infection fighting antibodies, thus improving your resistance to disease. And then it can increase your longevity. A study in Norway found that people with a strong sense of humor outlived those who didn't laugh as much. The difference was particularly notable for those battling cancer. Yeah, that's very interesting. All right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to flip your quiz over and use the back of the paper. And we're going to do a little activity. So I want you to, we're going to answer these following questions. I want you to think of a time when you were laughing together with your spouse. And if you don't have a spouse, think of your best friend or your one of your family members, somebody that you have a good relationship with. And I want you to think about the time you were laughing together. What were you doing? What was the source of laughter? What keeps you laughing more in your relationship? I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to just write some things down. All right, I see everyone is quit writing. Does anyone want to share a time that you all spent laughing together? Anyone want to share? All right, Sharon.
Last night the kids were over and we were making fun of each other.
Very good. Very good. Anyone else? It seems that that's when, with my family, one time that we always end up laughing is usually when we play board games. And it usually, we do it at Thanksgiving, and that's even with my parents. We play, my kiddos are older kiddos, 17 is my youngest. And so we play Cards Against Humanity, and I don't know if you all have ever played that, but there's some, you put out you have a card that's questions, and then you have cards, everyone else has answers in their hand. So it'll be ridiculous, like sometimes they don't even go together. And so usually that's when we really end up laughing, because my youngest son is very sarcastic in a funny way, not in rude way, but he's very intelligent. So he will come up with an answer to those cards that will always get us, and he always wins, because what happens is the person that has the question reads the question out loud, everyone else looks at their cards, and they'll take that answer and they'll put it face down in the middle. So everybody's ends up being piled all together. And then usually the person will mix it up and then we'll read the answers. And then the person that had the question gets to choose which answer they like the best. And if John doesn't win every time, like his answers are always so funny with whatever that question was. So that's usually what a good source of laughter is. That's always a good time for us. Yes. Cards Against Humanity. I will warn you.
It's not always appropriate.
No, yes, some of the answers are a little bit on.
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah, but there's other card games very similar to that. There's other card games very similar to that are not naughty, but some of the answers in there are not. Don't invite your Bible study group over to play that game. Yeah.
So my answer wasn't specific because I have a husband who is very, very intelligent and very witty, and he makes me laugh 100 times a day. I mean, like, he's just funny. So
Yeah,
I don't have specifics, but daily we laugh together.
that's
And
great.
now that he's retired, we're together all the time. So we're constantly laughing about one thing or the other. It's usually something he said or he's making fun of something I said. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that, and it says what keeps you from laughing? Nothing. We laugh at everything. We laugh at ourselves. We were watching TV last night and this yodeling beer commercial kept coming on every time it came on. So then we started making yodeling beer jokes just because, I don't know, just anything that we can laugh about. So
Yeah.
I think just not even specific in my life, but I have a husband who makes me laugh regularly. And
That's
what
great.
it is a wonderful gift.
Yes.
I don't take for granted.
Very good. That's great. All right. So moving on, we're going to talk a little about what keeps you from laughing. And I meant to say this earlier. I know that this lesson is geared towards your marriage, but really it can be in any relationships that you have in going on in your life. So what are some things that keep us from laughing? One is distrust. Enjoyment is a luxury. It can only happen when we feel safe. And for many people, the absence of fun in a relationship is a symptom of distrust. When we fail to build and maintain trust with our spouse, we lose the luxury of ever letting our guard down. Guarded people are unable to be fun-loving people. Humor, laughter, and playfulness are all required as a base level of trust. When distrust is present, fun is hard to find. Another one is disrespect. Just as trust is a prerequisite for enjoyment, respect is also a necessity. Trust allows us to lower our guard. Respect empowers us to connect with the other person. Playfulness is born of equality. When we feel disrespected by our spouse, we do not have the ability to feel like they're equal. When we are not on an equal playing field with others, we cannot enjoy time with them. The lack of respect prevents us from having fun. Another is stress. The higher our stress level, the less likely we are to see the good. When we feel pressed, our vision narrows and all we focus on is the source of pressure. While it's fair to expect seasons where we are pressed by various issues, we must be diligent to avoid unnecessary stressors and make room for laughter. After all, didn't we just learn that a simple laugh soothes our tension and relieves pain? Time. Fun demands time. When we choose to spend a very little time together, the time we do have gets taken up by the demands of life. Raising children, making money, discussing the details of who is going to do what and by when. Many couples never have enough time together to actually enjoy their interaction. Playfulness is often born in the downtimes. Carving out time for one another is necessary to keep the fun alive. And then last is habits. Routine can either be good or bad. When couples get in the habit of not having fun, they will likely continue the habit until something changes. In the same way, healthy couples make enjoyment habitual. They develop the skills to continually find ways to have fun. When we prioritize positive interactions with our spouse, this focus can radically transform our relationships. Research indicates humor as one of the top 5 characteristics of attractive people. So how do we increase our laughter? Well, the good news is if you're not laughing as much as you want in your relationship, all is not lost. Here are some practical ways to increase laughter in your marriage. First is be intentional. Without intention, time will erode our joy. We don't naturally drift towards positive mindsets or behaviors. When intention isn't present, we ease towards bad habits. Recognize that fun is an intended aspect of healthy relationships and choose actions which will increase the likelihood of good times. The next is be adventurous. Different people have different personalities. While some are more adventurous, others are more cautious. Boy, that right there is me and my husband. He is very cautious, and I'm like, let's go and try it. To increase the joy in our marriage, we will do well to step outside of our comfort zones. This doesn't mean we have to jump out of a plane, but it does mean we should try new things attempt new ventures, and be willing to take some risks. One of the best ways to have more fun in a relationship is to attempt something new together. Next is be playful. Playfulness is a mindset. It's an appropriate attempt to lighten the mood even during difficult times. We shouldn't attempt playfulness as a denial of hardship, but we should attempt to laugh, bring humor, or create games as a way to better carry a tough load. And when times aren't hard, playfulness recognizes those moments and attempts to have fun. Life is short and hard. We should seek the good and enjoy as much of it as we can. And the last is be gracious. Gratitude and fun aren't the same, but they are related. To the extent that we feel undeserving of the good, undeserving, not underserving, that we feel undeserving of the good we have been given, we will extend grace to others. Entitlement kills enjoyment, but grace makes it thrive. As we attempt to add fun to our relationships, we will succeed and fail. We must give grace to each other when things don't go as expected. So we have one last activity. On the same sheet of paper, you will plan a date where laughter can join using the ways we discussed in the previous slide. I'll go back to that slide for you in just a second. But to help you all out, I asked ChatGPT, I don't know if anyone is familiar with ChatGPT, but that is like a artificial intelligence online. So you can ask ChatGPT anything and it'll give you a response. So I asked ChatGPT to plan a date for my husband and myself, and here is what it suggested for us based on the previous slide. So a date night, I asked it to build a date night around humor, spontaneity, and grace, and I gave it the prompts that were on that previous slide. So it said, for perfect rekindling joy and lightheartedness in your marriage, the first is be intentional. Start the evening with a no phones agreement for 2 hours. Set the tone by sharing one small thing you appreciate about each other this week and make it funny, sweet, or quirky. An example is, I love how seriously you take finding the best parking spot, which I totally could hear my husband saying to me. The next one is be adventurous. Head out for something new and unexpected. Comedy improv night. Attend a local improv show or an open mic where the focus is laughter, not perfection. And if that's not available to you, you can use YouTube and find improv games at home, just like that show, Whose Line Is It Anyway? And take turns acting out scenes. You can add silly props like hats, spoons, sunglasses from around the house. Be playful. After the show or games, do a couple's mini scavenger hunt. Write 5 silly tasks on each slip of paper, on small slips of paper. And some examples were take a funny selfie with a stranger, speak in an accent for 5 minutes, dance for 10 seconds when music plays, draw one at a time and complete them together. The goal is laughter, not perfection. And then finish with a fun dessert, somewhere fun. Maybe sharing one dish and feeding each other bites while trying not to laugh. And then be gracious. End the night quietly. Sit somewhere cozy or in the car before heading home and reflect on your favorite moment of the evening. Say thank you to each other, not just for the date, but for the effort, humor, and love it took to make it happen. So I'm going to back up 2 slides so that you can see how to increase laughter and create a date based on these 4 things. And again, if you don't have a spouse, plan a date with a friend. So I'm going to give you just a few minutes to plan a special date. So does anyone have any ideas that they'd like to share?
I just
Okay.
planned one this morning, so I had.
Oh, good.
So, my husband and I are going to be going to Versailles, to the castle. They're having a murder, the castle that.
Yes, in Lexington, yeah.
A murder mystery dinner night and a night for his birthday, so I just planned this morning. So that would be fun. It's supposed to be funny, but it's also, he loves murder mysteries, so.
Fun.
Yeah,
And do you all get to stay the night there?
we will be staying the night. It's separate, but yeah, we'll be
Yes.
staying the night. So yeah, I just planned that this morning.
How
We
fun.
always going to, tonight we're going to, Bluegrass Museum for a bluegrass, so that'll be funny as well, so.
Nice. Anyone else want to top that? That was better than my Chat GPT idea.
Well, I can't top that, but my husband and I, we go out every Thursday night.
You do?
Yeah, it's our date night.
So,
Thursday nights?
Yeah,
How funny.
yeah, we just go to Calhoun, get us a hamburger and sit by the river, and just talk and, watch.
That's so nice. So have you all always done that even when you had the kids at home? Or did that start after?
It's our day.
Very good. Yeah. After all the kids leave from home, you really have to kind of like become you two again, because for 20 some odd years when all of them were running through the house, it was, you all were focused on taking care of them,
When the kids was grandkids.
Well, now.
Kids are grown, so.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. How nice. So you all, and both of you all have set aside date nights. That's a great idea. All right. So laughter is a powerful tool for building and maintaining a healthy, happy marriage. It's free and it's good for you. So make it a point to laugh at least once a day, because just 1 minute of laughter can boost your mood and strengthen your bonds.